It's called Little Angels. Do you know this?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do know. I am self-following you. What's your favorite track about it? What do you feel is the most influential thing about this album versus your rest?
I mean, I don't really have a favorite song. I love the whole record. It's a good idea. All that
Super non-scripted. We're doing it.
Yeah, I like that. You know, I love the song Hills and Valleys.
I love that song also.
I love the song Nothing Matters. I love the song Little Angels. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a more emotionally charged album than I think the other ones. I was sort of writing from my heart, from where I was at the time, and that's what happened. I've never really been super, you know, how do you say it? I didn't just go out to write it that way. It just came out that way. So.
Do you feel like with this album there's been a lot of personal growth with you and your music from, say, like Calendar Days?
Yeah, I mean, I think every record's kind of like that.
A step up.
Yeah, I would hope so. You know, it's I think it's a little bit different. So I've had a lot of people tell me this is their favorite album, and I've had some people tell me that it's like they kind of wished I was doing more like Calendar Days.
I will be honest, I personally miss the Calendar Days stuff, but I've enjoyed everything you've put out, which is why I keep showing up.
It's just well, thank you. I mean, it's just hard, you know. I wrote Calendar Days when I was like 18 years old.
I know.
So it's
kind
of like different. Life changes, and maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just write too much from my heart and what I'm going through.
And life experience and everything.
That affects the
But
songs.
It's so hard to write not with life experience and from your heart. Like, what can you write that doesn't involve your own emotions?
Right. So yeah, I think the next record, things seem to be actually a little.
Is there a record
exciting.
In process right now? Are you planning to?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because Little Angels took forever for it to come out, so it was done for a whole year and came out a year later. So I'm easily halfway through.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what is this, a week into Warped Tour right now? Any fun things have happened yet?
Yeah, I mean, we're just all getting our bearings, you know, like the first 3 days have been kind of crazy, and today I felt like it was the first day that things were like, you know, sort of easy, so sort of hard still, but it's just crazy, you know, Warped Tour is like chaos. Yeah. Every day. That's kind of.
You've been on what, 4 Warped Tours now in the last few years? Second Warped Tour? What's your favorite memory overall, would you say? Or maybe the craziest thing that's happened to you?
Craziest thing that's happened to me? I mean, I think the thing with Warped Tour, it's always so different, is you never know what you're going to get each day, because you wake up, you never know what time you're playing. You might be playing first. You might be playing last. You might be playing up against the worst possible competition you could. Like yesterday, we played against the All American Rejects and like some other bands that were kind of in the same.
Do you ever feel threatened maybe playing with a band that has a little larger, perhaps?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it definitely can affect your job. Like, how many people, so you never know what you're gonna get. And so some days you play in front of like thousands of people, and then some days you might be playing first where the majority of the crowd are outside and aren't in yet, and you're just like, it's kind of a bummer. And then some days you might be playing up against somebody or 3 bands that somebody has to, you know,
figure out.
Yeah, just like they have to flip a coin and figure out who they're gonna go see. But that's Warped Tour. So
has there been any bands in the last 2 tours that you've been really happy and honored to play with? Anybody who you personally
I'm really excited
enjoyed?
To play with Face to Face. I was really into them growing up, and last time MXPX was on it, and that was really cool. And yeah, we just have so many friends on these tours. Last time it was Paramore, because we had toured with them.
I remember.
And then, you know, we have so many bands. I don't know. It's like I feel like I know half the bands here, and it's the third
Probably
day.
do.
Yeah. So
besides Warped Tour, I know you're playing most states, if not all. Are you planning a tour headline after that?
I'm trying to. I'm sort of trying to get you know, I'm trying to get a gauge.
It's been a little while since you've done like a U.S. tour,
like
right?
A proper headline. Yeah. I mean, we went out with the Goo Goo Dolls for a really long time, but we didn't. Yeah, we were out with them for like 2 months, but that didn't come to California, so our California fans.
Yeah, weren't you planning on moving to California at one point in time? What happened to that?
I lived in California for a while.
Oh.
I made every record here. Or
not
every
really?
record, but the past 2 records, and so I you know, I love it. It's expensive.
Very expensive.
I can afford a nice house in Texas that I can afford here. So
I feel like a starving student living in like the most expensive city in California.
Yeah, so.
But it's fun.
It's good to see you. I'm glad you got your ID.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Yeah, me too.